I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner, and welcome to my kitchen. We're going to be making a concoction, kinda. I have it in my head. I hope it works. I don't know. It's gonna be like a pizza roll type thing, almost like a calzone, sorta, kinda, but not. If that makes sense. It's in here. That's all I know. So we're gonna be using the crescent dough sheets. I have one left and I need to use it. I don't want it to go bad. So come along for the journey of this ride. Because again, it's in here, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna use the crescent rolls. I'm gonna use turkey meatballs, but I'm gonna cut them up into smaller pieces. So it's not really gonna be a meatball thing. Green peppers, mushrooms. I am going to put banana peppers on my side. My husband doesn't like banana peppers, so I'm not putting it there. I'm gonna use pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and then I'm gonna slather it all up with garlic and herb butter and bake it. It's in my head. I'm hoping that this works. I think it will. I have to trust myself, I guess. Right?
Go for it.
So I'm gonna get this cheese open and we're gonna grate it. And yes, I'm using my handy dandy cheese grater that I use just about every day. What I ought to do is take everything out of the freezer, all my cheeses, and just grate everything up with my food processor and be done. But I get so busy with other things.
You do a whole video just on you shredding your cheese.
Yeah, I probably could do a whole video just on shredding my cheese.
Of course, I don't know how interesting that would be to everybody, but
Yeah. Well, maybe when we do another Sam's haul and I do vegetables again, but I don't need any big vegetables right now, or any, big amounts, because I still have green peppers and tricolored peppers in the freezer. I have mushrooms, but I am going to be using mushrooms a little bit more this week, so and again, the only reason that I stick my hand in my barrel, I don't need to do it. I got to get out of that habit. But I had one of the first ones of these little hand graters like this. And it was a small barrel. See, I did it again. And so I had to do that in order to get the cheese out, or else I'd just have a cheese. It'd be a block again. It wouldn't be shredded. So I don't know. Probably I'll never get out of that habit.
probably not.
Probably not. See, I just did it again.
Don't try to break it because you're not gonna.
Well, they do say, what is it? You gotta do something differently 10 times for the habit to be broke. I don't know what that saying is.
But you only have to do something once before it become a habit for.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Not for everybody, but
Right. Some people can break a habit really quick.
yeah.
Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. I don't know, it's tough, I think. Plus, we're so busy, I think, during the day that you're still working on whatever it is that, in your head, and I think it's just that. And then you start doing something, and then your head goes 65 other directions. I just dropped a piece of cheese on the floor. Dog will enjoy that when he finds it later on. Okay, so got the cheese done. That's always the easiest. Always the easiest part is the cheese. So, like I said, we got turkey meatballs. And I've got about half a bag. You can use any kind of meatballs you want. I'm using the pre-made already. I'm trying to use up a lot of the processed and pre-made foods that I have in the freezer. Because I want to become to where I just make everything from ingredients. I'd like us to be an ingredient household. So that's what they call it. So I've thawed these. I don't know that I'll use them all, but I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna quarter them. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do them in quarters. Let me get all my stuff out of the way. Get my bowl over here. So we're just gonna quarter these. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. It's not empty.
I know.
Oh, you're trying. Yeah, yep. It's watching me. It's got my back, Grandma Pam. It's got my back. It's my mother-in-law. And she tells me sometimes, you gotta move the stuff out of the way. I can't see what you're doing. So I've been trying to keep it out of the way. But sometimes, like I said, I get ahead of myself. I'm not used to doing this in front of an audience. I usually just do my thing.
Technically, you're not doing it in front of an audience. You're doing it in front of a camera.
But it is kind of an audience. They're real people. Even
They
if they
are,
do,
but-
even if they do watch it recorded, it's still. I'm going into the technical.
Yeah, I see this.
Technicalities
You're a lot
of
deeper than what I
it.
intended it to be.
Oh well. We like these meatballs anyway. We usually use them for like meatball subs because we love a good meatball sub. Who doesn't like a meatball sub? Oh my goodness, they're so yummy. I'm sure there's people out there that don't.
Oh, well, absolutely. I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, that's true. And I do. So I don't know how many I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm going to put just a few more in. Call it, see, and I don't have that many left. I'm just going to do them all. I hate to put the bag back in the freezer and see they're already getting ice on them and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to cut them all. There's not that many. Until I get to cutting them all and I'm going to be like, holy smokes, I cut too many. Oh well.
Well, the nice thing is you can always put them back in the freezer, the ones you cut. If you cut too many of them.
No. Because I'll probably just give them to the boys since they get a lot of the leftovers. I still cook like I have a small army. It's hard to go down to just 2. Some days I make too much. Some days I don't make enough. Like I misjudged. I made these smashed tacos and I misjudged the amount of meat I needed for that. Oh well, live and learn. Live and learn.
Your problem ain't cooking. Your problem is misjudging.
Well, I always worry because that's the big thing. I worry that I'm not going to have enough a lot of times, especially like we live fairly close to our children. And my sister lives fairly close. And my mother-in-law is fairly close. And I never know when I can expect somebody to pop in. And I don't want them to not have something to eat with us. That's my problem. So, and I don't think that's ever going to change, to be honest.
No, probably not.
Because I don't like to turn anybody away if they're hungry. Ever. It's not me. So I've got the meatballs. They're in quarters. My thought process is I better get the dough unrolled first. And then we'll go back to that thought. And these are the Pillsbury Crescent dough sheets. There's no perforated line in these. This is just a sheet. I've got the oven preheated to 375. It's the temperature for the dough sheets. Now if these pop, just waiting. When they pop sometimes, they scare you. Okay. I think I'm still got a little bit of this sinus thing still going on, and that might be why I'm off my game a little bit. I don't know. I'm just gonna, this sheet is kind of flimsy. So I'm hoping, and I put parchment paper down on my cookie sheet because I do so things don't stick. And man, this one is kind of janky. Pillsbury didn't do very good on their quality of that one. All right, so my thought process is that I'm gonna do some type of roll and fill it with the turkey meatballs and whatnot. So, but that sheet is very flimsy, and I don't want it to mix, like get the banana peppers on. You're gonna have to open that, please. Thank you. And this is just pizza sauce. It's the Great Value brand. You use what you want. Your kitchen, your rules. As I always say, whoop, your kitchen, your rules. You do what you want, what you like. If you don't want it, don't use it. Use something different. I would imagine you could probably use marinara sauce. I didn't have any marinara, but I did have pizza sauce, so I'm just gonna use pizza sauce. It's been a minute since we've had anything pizza.
Yeah. And you know, if it doesn't roll, you could always just make a
I
thin
don't
pizza out
want
of
to
it.
do it as a pizza, though.
I know, but say if worst case to
No.
salvage it.
I don't want
Okay.
to.
So you're gonna make it work.
I'm gonna make it work. Mushrooms, and I take my mushrooms, I buy them in bulk, and then cut them and freeze them. Save money that way. Plus, I always have mushrooms on hand. And they're not in a can. Because canned mushrooms are ridiculously expensive right now. So I know he likes mushrooms. I know he likes green peppers. And I know he likes mozzarella cheese. The only thing that he doesn't like is banana peppers. And I don't know why. You like peppers.
I don't know. This.
And I do the same thing with my green peppers. Any of my peppers, actually. I'll buy them in bulk, cut them up, put them in the freezer, and I've always got peppers then. For any recipe, anything that I want to make, I got it. Saves you money, too, if you buy them on sale. And I like to save money.
You have to in this day and age.
Oh, yeah, I know. And I like green peppers. You know, we make fajitas and things like that. And I use peppers in my spaghetti sauce and eat them on pizza. Stuffed peppers. I mean, we like peppers a lot. So I think I'm going to get a little dibble of water. Get the rest of this sauce. And that'll thin. Well, I guess I won't be using that little bit of sauce. We're gonna pause for a second and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. Dropped that lid and I had spaghetti or pizza sauce everywhere. So accidents happen, right? But we're just gonna keep on rolling.
Remember, this is real life. This isn't.
Yeah, we're not scripted, we're not directed. This happens in real life. So I'm gonna take some mozzarella cheese and I'm gonna add it to this. And if I make another mess, I don't know. I just got the oopsies today. That's a bad thing. And we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese.
Well, it is hump day. It's getting over that hump.
Yeah. Yeah, but I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. Who wants to go to the doctor?
I guess if you want a problem fix, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. Hoping he can do something about this sinus infection. Because I'm about over that. I just want it to be gone. So I added some Parmesan cheese. I don't ever measure a lot of things unless like I make bread or biscuits or anything, things like that. Stuff like this that I put together in my head, it's in my head. So, all right. That looks good for that. Get our sheet. There you go, Grandma Pam. I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't know if I want to roll this way or this way. I'm going to go this way. We're just going to do it. And I can tell you already right now, this is a lot more than it's going to fit on this one.
I'll be surprised if you get that. You're not going to get it on there. Right?
Oh, heck no, no. What I may do is I have another, it's just not a sheet. It is crescent rolls. I may pull that out and make two and have one with banana peppers and one without, because somebody, one of our children, will eat the banana peppers. I don't think one of them, he won't, but I think the other two will. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make almost like a filled sub sandwich, I guess. We're gonna think on our feet and we're just gonna go with it. Do you remember the sausage roll that I used to make?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe kind of like that. I don't know.
I almost think you're putting too much in it.
I'm not going to. My kitchen. My rules. How much cooking do you do?
Oh, that's funny.
Mister? The man has never cooked a day in his life. He burns things in the microwave. Parmesan cheese. I'll put a little more mozzarella cheese. And this will be the one without the peppers, because I'm going to pull out the other one, I believe, and just add it. So, we're going to take our crescent sheet, and we're going to flop it over. Great technical baking term. Flop it over. Oop.
Oh, see, there you done it.
Shh, quiet. Even some of the best painters and cooks, they all make mistakes. They all mess it up, and it's just being able to think on your feet. Okay.
You fixed it.
I did. See? I can do that. Garlic and herb butter. I bet you this is going to be really good.
It's got to be. You're making it.
I don't know. Could be. Might not be. Replanted some of my house plants today. Fixed them all up. That was a chore. I've got one that's probably got a, I don't know. What would you say? That's probably a 6-foot runner on it.
Oh gosh.
At least.
At least.
I've had him for almost 9 years. It's a very meaningful plant to me, so I didn't want to lose him. But he was a chore to replant. All right, so this will be the first one. This will be Mr. James, because I don't like banana peppers.
That's right. I don't like banana peppers.
You don't know that. You've never tried them.
I don't like the smell of them. I can tell you, I ain't gonna like them.
So that'll be his. I'm gonna pop it in the oven, 375. I'm gonna start at 10 minutes, and then I'll check it when 10 minutes is over with. And while that is baking, I'm gonna pull the second one out. I'll get the sheets all ready and stuff, and then I'll bring you back when I assemble that one. All right, welcome back. I got the sheet out. I've done my best to fill in the triangle cuts. Yes. No, not cracks. The triangle cuts, because that's what crescent rolls are. Triangle. The cracks are triangle, you know?
Yeah.
To make a crescent roll.
When did they start putting them in bags?
That was Aldi brand.
Oh.
And Aldi just started doing that. And I needed crescent rolls anyway for this recipe. And I thought, well, I better get 2 just in case. I'm glad that I bought that one because I had one in the house. Now I've just got a little bit left. We can eat that for lunch or something. I'm gonna have banana peppers on mine. Maybe. There we go. So where are you all watching from? We had a really big spike in viewers and subscribers. And I don't know, I just like to get to know my audience. Where are y'all from? What do you want to see? That would be awesome, you know? I could do different things at, you know, your suggestions. Yeah, I like banana peppers.
I was about to ask you, do you like banana peppers?
I love banana peppers. You know though, Zach's the same way. Like, he likes a lot of them too.
I'm convinced Zach will eat anything on anything.
Well, Jacob will too. Austin's the only one that's picky like you. He's the only one. Put some Parmesan cheese on it. And a little mozzarella. You like my Italian? Mozzarella? Oh, Lord. It's been a long day, guys.
I'm about ready for it to be over and start a new one tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just been a long day. At least the sun was out today. And the wind wasn't as bad. Yesterday, my goodness, the wind was so horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible where we're at. And I didn't get this crack filled in. See, he just come apart. We may struggle with this one. So you have to get up and watch.
Well, you know. Let's get in here and get a close up of this. Let's see if she can do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. You know I'll do
I
it.
don't doubt you a bit. I just want to see if you can do it.
I'm going to get it. If I put my mind to it, I'm going to get it. And if I don't, well, guess what? I tried. It's those cracks. I want just sheets. I don't like these cracks in these things. See? Look at that. Not cracks, but whatever they're called. The splits where they...
They almost look like zippers.
Yeah. We'll call them the zippers. Whatever. But it... I'll use the parchment paper to help me.
Oh, there you go. And then you pull it away and be all pulled up.
Shh.
Oh, don't want that banana pepper out there.
Man. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Let's see what yours looks like. Okay, we're gonna go another 3 minutes on his. His isn't quite done on the top. All right, we can do this. Come on, Bubba. You can do it. Look at that. We're getting there. It's gonna happen.
Well, you're at the point of no return now. You gotta make it work. Look at that. And she pulls it off.
I don't give up. Never. Eventually, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. It might not look beautimous, but it'll be edible. So, look at that. Pretty, pretty. Pretty scary. It's the Frankenstein of whatever you want to call this. Pizza rolls, homemade pizza rolls. What do you want?
It looks like a meatball calzone type thing.
Do we want to call it I don't think it's a calzone though.
Well, I don't know what else to call it.
I don't know. How about if we just call it
How about you call it meatball rocket?
meatball rocket? Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
But it's pizza too.
okay. How about a meatsa pocket?
No, because there's only one kind of meat. How about if we call it pizza meatball roll?
That sounds good to me.
All right, we're gonna call this pizza meatball roll. How about that?
Unless somebody out there
Can give us a better name.
give us a better name, and we'll call it that.
Yeah, come up with a better name and we'll call it that. That'll be awesome. Y'all give me some good suggestions, okay? All right, and that one is done. We got 47 seconds on his. We'll wait for his to come out and then we'll pop mine in. And once we bring his out and I put mine in, we'll take a break and I'll clean all this up and then we'll be back. 31 seconds. My grandma used to say, a watch pot never boils.
It's true.
It is.
Well, it's gonna have to boil.
It'll boil eventually, but it just seems like it takes forever.
It's kind of a false saying, though. A wash pot never boils. It does boil eventually.
Yeah, but it's like you waiting forever, I guess. I don't know. Just something they used to say. I still use it.
That. I use it too. It's just.
Yeah, watch pot never boils.
But does it really make sense? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Look at how pretty that looks. What do we call them? Meatball pizza rolls? Is that what
meatball pizza something or another.
Meatball pizza rolls, I think is what it was. So there's one. Y'all come up with the name for it. Leave it in our comments. We'll pick the best one. So I got the other one in the oven right now. I'm gonna let that one go for about 13 minutes. I'm gonna clean all this up and we will be back to do a taste test. All right, welcome back. They're all finished. My Frankenstein split it the same. It is what it is. It's still gonna taste good, I suppose. No, not I suppose. I know it's gonna taste good. So this one here is the meatball, mushroom, and green peppers, mozzarella cheese. And this one here is the meatballs, mushrooms, and green peppers, banana peppers, and mozzarella cheese in that one. So I need my official taste tester in here. It's gonna come in and try it out.
All right.
We're gonna attempt to cut it with this thing. I was gonna thinking about the pizza cutter, but I think I like this little cutter thingy. There you go. It's not too hot.
No.
Had trouble with the crust on this one. I don't know if it was the brand because all these has changed their way of doing their crescent rolls. They're in a bag now and not the roly twisty things. So, all right. So this is what the center looks like. Go up here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Not much light over there.
Let me see. Let me go in front of the camera and see.
Probably need to bring it
No,
in.
I can't see it.
Yeah, probably need to bring it in. Maybe just tip it. Can you see it now?
Yep.
That's the one with the peppers, the banana peppers, and then his is just the meatball and mushrooms and green peppers. And they smell really good. And obviously I coated the tops of them with the garlic and herb butter, so. All right, ready?
Yep.
Mmm.
It's good. Really good.
It reminds me of a meatball sub from Subway.
Very similar.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Yeah, try this one. Like I said, you can use pizza dough. You can use the crescent rolls. Even the French bread rolls that come in the dairy case. Or you can make your own. If you were that, good at making the dough, that's great. I'm not a great big dough maker. Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but I get frustrated. So, it's the meatballs. I cut them in quarters. Mushrooms, green peppers, pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese right in the mix, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And then I loaded the centers and just wrapped them up with the crescent roll. And then I brushed the tops with the garlic herb butter and baked them. And this one was 13 minutes and this one was 15 minutes. Again, I don't know if it was because of the different type of crescent dough or not. How is your dough on that one? Does it?
It's like almost flaky.
Is it? Okay. Because this one's not quite flaky, so it probably could have been in the oven for another couple of minutes, I'd say. But real simple recipe, real simple dinner, quick, fast, and easy. You could probably put pepperoni in it, sausage, whatever you want. But give it a try. If you could, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, give us a comment of where you're watching from, and also your best name for these. I think the name we come up with was Meatball pizza rolls.
Rolls, yeah.
Yeah. So come up with a better name. Leave it in the comments for us. So got more videos coming. So we will see you in the next video. Have a good night. Bye.